Didn't know it wasn't recording. Bastard. Yeah, stop at the police. They said that because the license plates expired. I said something to him about the Fourth Amendment right being violated. So we'll see what happens there. But I can explain it to him the best I can. Do nothing wrong. He's making a left-hand turn right back there at the school, and then decides to pull out 2 lanes over, comes behind me, and immediately stops me because the license plate's expired. So he's got my driver's license right now, which is expired as well. But I mentioned to him that I was going through a hardship and stuff like that, and that life wasn't all that great, you know, and so we'll see what happens. Guy's running my license plate now. So, I don't know. See what happens here. They're back to conversating. Oh, you see them. 3 of them over there in the corner. No.
All right, Mike. I was able to find the owner of the Jeep.
Okay.
So good news and bad news. Good news, it's not stolen, which we already knew wasn't stolen.
Sir.
Bad news with it. Right now, you're looking at fictitious plates because the plates don't match the vehicle. So we have to tow the vehicle.
Can I ask you a question though?
What's that?
I mean, I'm recording this as well, just so you know. But like, that's fine. Well, from my understanding of it is that right now with everything that's going on in the government and stuff like that, you know, I don't trust the government. First off, second of all, it's kind of why I let my license expire the way I did. But the thing about it is that, you know, according to, I'm not driving, I'm traveling, you know, and this is to make money so that I can actually get myself out of the debt that I'm in now with life, you know, trying to get my life back on the straight and narrow. And so you violate my Fourth Amendment rights by getting behind me the way you did because you was making a left-hand turn at the school there. And then you decided to change your direction and come behind me directly and then stop me for the license plate, which I understand. I didn't argue with that. And that's a ticketable offense. So if I go in front of the judge and I can prepare all the paperwork for him to let him know exactly the situation, it'll be dismissed. You know what I'm saying? And the court has to judge that, right? The court has to determine, you know, my fault or whatever the deal is. Because like right now, according to Ohio, is that I have 30 days to transfer license plates and stuff over to the new vehicle, which I didn't do that, but like it's only been a week, you know. And so I have license plates that I can put on there that belong to me that would still be validated, but I didn't do that because I thought this license plate belonged to the vehicle.
No, it doesn't.
So I did not know that. And so I figured, you know, versus putting mine on there being that it belonged to me in a Tahoe, you know, and these were here I thought belonged to the Jeep Cherokee. I thought that would be more legitimate.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate part about it. So, tag expired, your license expired. We know that's expired from 2021.
Right. But does that not violate my Fourth Amendment rights?
No.
Why? How? Explain that to me if you don't.
Go ahead and turn the keys on, place on that.
That's fine, but like, can I get some understanding of that at least so that I have it on camera, please?
I'm on camera too, sir.
Can you get a supervisor out here, please? I just don't understand how this works, sir. I mean, all these things you're going to do is put me in a harsher hardship, and I can't really afford that right now, sir. Like, I understand that too, and I'm not doing anything really wrong, and I am, and so am I, and that's the reason I'm not like trying to make a problem with it. What I'm trying to ask you is like what I can do, or like why this doesn't seem to be violating any of my First Amendment rights when I know that it is, you know, and I'm not driving, I'm traveling. And if you get a supervisor out here, they'll understand that, you know, by that law, like I have to make ends meet. I have to eat, I have to drink, I have to, you know, and things I have to do in order to live. And so with you taking my vehicle from me, you would be making that more of a hardship for me, you know, and I don't deserve that, sir. I mean, like I said, I tried to abide by the law the best I could. I did not know that the license plate didn't belong in the vehicle. And then now you're going to make it even more money for me to cost myself to get out of the impound. And I don't have that kind of money.
Okay, do you mind stepping on the vehicle, sir?
Yeah, of course.
So are you still living in the city of Cincinnati?
Yes.
Okay. Would you need be careful with traffic?
Yeah, don't worry about my safety. I got that. I'll get this. Did anybody get a supervisor out here, please, before you take it? Please. I'd really appreciate it.
What can I help you understand further?
But the thing about it is, like, I'm going through a hardship as it is, you know, and according to, like, the things I've been watching, I know YouTube, you guys don't like that too much, but, like, you know, it's that, like, I'm not driving, I'm traveling, I'm not doing anything commerce.
You're operating a motor vehicle on a public
I understand that,
highway.
but as I have a constitutional right to travel, or freedom of movement says I have a right to travel.
Correct.
Okay,
but you have to follow Ohio Revised Code, which is.
And I was, to the best of my knowledge. I have to understand this, and so
okay,
what I was.
We have proof that there's other.
I do, and I understand that.
The tags don't match the vehicle.
I understand
that. You don't have a valid driver's license.
Yes, and I understand that. And I explained to him why.
That's the end of it.
Well, no, not according to the Freedom of Movement Act. This is the way the United States works, is that we came here traveling. That's how we was founded.
Operating motor vehicle.
I understand. I'm not operating, though.
This is a federal highway.
But if you look at the definition of driving, is you actually have to be actually doing commerce. Okay? I'm actually traveling. I have to make ends meet. I have to go, like, you know, I was going out here to Lawrenceburg, Indiana.
I understand. And I appreciate your opinions. And you can
it's not that it's an opinion.
You can hire an attorney and you can fight all that.
But at the same time, too, do we have to take my vehicle from me is what I'm trying to say. Because I have places that I can put on there that belong to me.
Policy.
But it's not policy doesn't constitute.
We are required by our policy.
I understand that. But does that trump the Constitution?
When they're fictitious plates.
Does that trump the Constitution?
When we've established probable cause for fictitious plates, we are going to tow the.
I understand. You said probable cause. Okay, but he also violated my Fourth Amendment rights when he was down there making a left-hand turn towards the school and then came out and they got behind me and immediately stopped me. He profiled me. So what he done, he saw the busted window and he profiled me and stopped me because of that.
And like I said, you could get your own attorney and sue.
I don't want to do that, sir. I don't want to do any of this unnecessary stuff.
Why are you bringing it up? What can I?
Because I would like for my constitutional rights to be upheld.
We are.
That's not my constitutional right, sir. No, it's not.
You have no expectation of privacy while operating motor.
That's not true. That's not true. I have a Fourth Amendment right to be safe in my person, places, and affixtions, and this is mine.
That is a permanently affixed plate on the outside of a vehicle.
Understood that.
Operated on a public road.
But it doesn't have to get run. You're not supposed to run them unless you have probable cause to do so. He didn't have probable cause.
Nope. There's no expectation of privacy for license plates.
That's not true. I don't. Okay. I'm not arguing. I'm explaining to you. No, I see. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't want to have to do all that stuff, you know, because I can't afford it. I live on Section 8. I'm disabled, you know, and I'm trying to literally get myself out of the situation that I'm in so that I can actually, like, create a better life for myself. And so stuff like this happening like this, when I wasn't doing anything wrong, I was literally on my way back out to my house to get dog food because there were out of dog food out there in Lawrenceburg where I've been staying with my dog, you know, and so normally I have my dog with me, but for the first time I never brought him. And so whatever the deal is, like, I'm just trying to get there, get the damn dog food and get back out there.
But you gotta do the right things.
This is the right thing, sir. I'm trying to explain to you, like, right now I'm going through a hardship. A terrible hardship, you know, and like it's because of the city that I'm doing it. That's the reason I don't trust the government. Like, I was literally homeless for 5 years, living right down there by the fucking where the ferry goes across. I was living in them woods for like 5 years, and like for the first time ever, I was able to get me a vehicle, you know, and start getting myself back in order. And then this kind of stuff happens, and like I'm literally trying to do right. You know, the best that I can. I didn't put the Tahoe plate on there because I thought that this one belonged to the vehicle, and the Tahoe plate's still legitimate. You know, it's still valid.
The Tahoe plate would have been fictitious as well.
I know that, but you have 30 days by law to transfer it, and I know that for a fact. I've done it before. But like, I didn't.
You have the title.
I do have the title. It's just like I'm trying to get the title work and stuff done. That's all. Like I literally had to mail that in, like instead of like because of the COVID crap, it's still going on where you actually act as your own, like you know, what do they call it, the license bureau, the agents. It's not the notary, the registrar. Right. So you mail it into them, they validate it, and they send you back out the new plates and stuff like that. I just didn't bring it with me, that's all. And I just screwed up and didn't bring it with me. I mean, I don't know what else to say about that. Like, when you go to court, you write off. That's the thing too, is I was told that like the court has to like to determine my fault or that I'm guilty or not. I'm not guilty at this point here. It's basically it's hearsay. And so
we are not judges.
Right, exactly. So with that being said, is I was hoping that you would understand that I could take all this in front of the judge and validate it. Like,
I hope you do. We don't care.
That's fine, but then it's going to cost me extra money to get it out of the impound. I just can't afford that right now.
No, we are required by our policy to do.
But policy doesn't trump the Constitution. Is what I'm trying to argue with you.
That's something you can work out with your attorney, but at this point,
but sir, like, can you please find it in your just please? Like, I just can't afford it. God damn it, man.
Go through this because if we don't.
Because if you don't, what? You get to make the ultimate call. Nobody else does, in all reality. And then if you guys show up, no, it's not true.
The people that hire us.
Bullshit. Who? The people hire you. We are the people. And I'm trying my darndest to get back on like my life straight. Like, I'll pay taxes eventually. God damn, I just can't afford this, guys. I don't have anything else at the end of the day. You guys are going to go home and sleep just fine. I'm not. I'll be fucked. My life is fucked again. I just don't want to do this.
I understand your frustration.
You do not understand my frustrations. You guys get to make the call, not